Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. The New Hampshire Department of Transportation has faced funding shortages and high job vacancies for several years, but just kept going. And that was the scenario when my guest was elevated at Department of Transportation to the job of New Hampshire Commissioner of Transportation in 2023. He then became responsible for this. Manages 4,601 miles of state roads, maintains 2,159 of state bridges, maintains 100,000 highway signs, oversees 25 airports, and oversees 11 public transit systems. Now, since March 2020, the job vacancy at the department has more than doubled, jumping from 10% to 22%. The commissioner has stated on that, and that was a statement from him to the Transportation Committee in the New Hampshire House. Also, over the years, the Highway Fund was dependent on a whole series of one-time fixes. The commissioner made that statement to the House Transportation Committee. So with me to brief us on all of this is William Cass, who graduated from UNH, rose through the ranks at Department of Transportation to become Commissioner in 2023. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you here. You inherited a tight budget and a significant number of job vacancies. What kind of vacancies, and how are they affecting what you have to do with roads and bridges and everything else?
Right. Currently, we've had a pretty level vacancy rate of around 25%. So 1 in every 4 positions is currently vacant. It does make us stress. We're constantly prioritizing what we are focused on. Through the winter, our primary focus is winter maintenance and maintaining the highways. We have looked to supplement our workforce with hired contractors, hired plows, and things like that. So it's a constant prioritization. There are things that we should be doing, that we'd like to be doing, that aren't getting done as a result of the vacancy rates, but the work that we are getting done is, I think, a testament to our very dedicated and committed workforce.
Here's, for those of you in the audience that might be interested in a job at DOT, you can email jobs@dot.gov, that's at gov.nh. Now, you know there's an ongoing erosion of the Highway Fund, right, because of, in part by the costs that have gone up for the department on everything, but also a decrease of revenue in the state gas tax, which is because of more efficient cars, which is good, but not good for you because that's a main contributor to the Highway Fund revenues. So how is this affecting maintenance across the state on the highway system?
Right. You're exactly right about the Highway Fund. It's a slow degradation as fuel efficiency increases. It's not unique to New Hampshire. It's a national issue as we look to how to fund transportation.
Yep.
Currently, like I said, we do have a structural deficit in our Highway Fund budget, where we've depended the last several years on the one-time fixes or general fund.
From the general fund to
supplements. Yep. So I think you know, it becomes a level of uncertainty trying to project and trying to plan on what we are and can do, but also being somewhat hamstrung by limited revenues. So there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of needs, and I think that.
But you have a 10-year highway plan at $5 billion.
Correct.
That you just submitted to the governor legislature. What's in that plan that's significant?
Sure. Our 10-year transportation plan covers all modes of transportation. Transit, highways, bridges, airports. We are very dependent on the federal funding that we get, so a lot of the capital projects in the transportation program are based on the level of federal funding that we get for these programs.
I know you got electric vehicle charging stations in there too, right?
Right, yeah, that was one of the new federal programs to support deployment of electric vehicle charging infrastructure. A lot of our focus is on maintaining what we have first and foremost, so preservation and maintenance of the existing system, making sure that we keep pavements in good condition, or as good a condition as we can, and same with bridges. So that's our primary focus, is maintaining the existing system that we have first and foremost.
Yeah, and you got some public comments around the state on that. Before we go, I should note that the commissioner on his free time has climbed all 48 of New Hampshire's 4,000-foot mountains twice.
Correct, yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's what I like to do in my free time.
William Cass, Commissioner of the New Hampshire Department of Transportation, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And if you missed part of this briefing on transportation in New Hampshire and all of the challenges of it for the Commissioner, you can go to WMUR.com, where it will be posted all this week.